Hi, what's up? In today's video we are going to be creating an exercise book in CorelDraw 2020. Without further ado, let's step into it. So here are the files that we are going to use for the project. So what we are going to do right now is to go over and select this object right here. So let's bring this into this place. So what we're going to do right now, let's just reduce this file. So let's reduce this a little bit, just like so. Position it right here. So what we're going to do right now is to just bitmap this, go over to bitmap, convert to bitmap. It's okay. So wait a while. So right now here is the bitmap version of the object. So what we are going to do right now is to go over to this place, double click on the rectangle tool, then reduce it just like so. Then you point your mouse to the edge of the object, then you hold Ctrl key and your keyboard, hold it down, then you slide it to the other side. To right click to copy paste, automatically copy paste, then you select the two together, then you reduce just like so. Good. So right now what we are going to do, right now is to Powerclip this into place. So automatically snap into object. So right drag it to the top of this object, then you release your mouse, option pops up, then you select Powerclip, automatically snap into page, position is so well just like so. So our next step right now is to go over and create an object on top of this object just like so. So what you're going to do right now is to go over and sample the color right here, then you paste on the latest object, right click on this place, so appear the outline, then you go over to your transparency tool, blend the top of this object just like so. Good. So let's Powerclip this into place. Good. Then you position it so just like so. By holding Alt key, select the object, then release Alt key and adjust it just like so. Good. So right now what you are going to do is to go over and bring this. So before you go for that, let's change the back of this to blue, lighter blue color. Good. Right click on this place, so appear the outline, then you bring in the text, make a copy of the text, then let's change the text to changes to Futura T, then you hold Ctrl key on your keyboard, automatically breaks the text into pieces. So right now what we are going to do is to change the font to Hello Paris. It all depends on you. You can decide to use any fonts that you like. For this project I'm using Futura T. Right click, change it to white. So let's go over and just hit on F12, then let's change the thickness of the outline to 3. So automatically changes, then hit on this rank up, then you hit OK. Good. So right now what we are going to do is to go over to object, convert outline to object, automatically converted, then you word it all up just like so. So what you needed to do is to right click on blue, so hit an F12, taking the outline by 4, then you hit on round corner, round cap, then fill behind, scale with object, it's okay. Good. So let's go over to shadow tool, give it a shadow just like so. So let's change the shadow to blue. Go over to this place and change it to royal blue. Good. So right now what we are going to do is to go over to object, locate, break, drop shadow apart, then you breaks, then you group it all up together. So right now what we are going to do is to change the boy name to Futurati, building it all up, then you go over, make it a bit, bigger. Hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces, then you go over and break this into pieces just like so. Select your shape tool, then bring this down a little bit. So what we are going to do is to make it a bit bigger, then you select your shape tool, then you change it to white. So right now what we are going to do is to go over and make the alignment right. Good. So let's make it center. Good. Center it within that, then you go over and group it all up. So what we are going to do is to select, make a copy of the text, then you change the outline to blue. It's on F12, then you change it to the outline to 8 points. Click on round corner, anchor, behind view, scale weight, it's okay. Center it within the previous one, then you center back. Select Ctrl, page down on your keyboard, automatically snap down. So what we are going to do right now is to go over and change that to, let's make it a bit thicker. Let's make it 14, then make a copy, then change this one to white, center it within that. Then you change it to white, send it to back, Ctrl page down your keyboard, then you go over to F12, hit on F12, then let's change the outline to 19. Go over again, let's change it to 24. Good. So right now let's go over and give it a shadow. So in this case we are going to darken the shadow. Go over to the stars and make it 90, and let's go over and change the shadow to blue. Good. So right now go over to object, locate, break, drop shadow apart, then you go over and select the what's it called, the name. So let's change blend this by using interactive fill tool. So let's just change the upper case to a lighter blue of that. Good. Can you see that? So right now what we are going to do is to change this. Let's change this to white, create an object beneath that, change it to blue, then you go over and just let's just give it a gradient effect just like so. Let's make the upper side a bit darker. Go over and change this to a darker color. Good. Position it so well. Make a copy inward, then use mirror this to the other side. Good. group it all up, then you select the 3, page it up, control page up, and change it to white. Hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces. Then you go over and create a small circle right here with your ellipse tool. Change that to red. Then you position your his on top of the circle that you created just now. Reduce the his a little bit, then position it so just like so. Good. So right now let's create something unique right here. So what we're going to do right now, let's just change this to royal blue. Change this to royal blue. Then you go over, change the half line to royal blue. Change it to royal blue. Then you go over to this less. Let's position this to the center, just like so. So let's reduce the whole thing a little bit. Good. Position it so well. Then you bring this a little bit up, change this to white. So right now we are going to create something right here. So what we're going to do is to go over and create a white object. Then you create an object right here. Let's change this to blue, then make a copy downward. Right click to copy paste, then you repeat it out for a repeat, then you reduce it a little bit, change this to royal blue, then you make a copy by dragging just like so. Right click to copy paste, then change it to white, then you hold Ctrl key on keyboard, tap blue into that a little bit, then you right click on the line right here to unappear the outline. So what we are going to do right now is to type let's type name subjects class dates. So right now let's reduce that a little bit, then you position it so just like so. Good. So can you see that? So what we are going to do right now is to just go back to shape tool, reduce the tracking a little bit just like so. Then you go over and select the whole thing, group it centered within the white box, then you group it all up again. So go over and give a shadow, then you go over and change the shadow to blue. Good. So can you see the outcome of that? So here we come to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button in case I have something special coming up, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, which is a like, so that other people can benefit from what we are sharing so far. So bye for now, see you in the next video.